All right, going to go over the Unit 3 review here. Sorry, this should be Unit 3 review, matter. So first thing, chemical and physical changes here. Chemical changes when you have new substance or substances. Physical changes when they're the same. Okay, so there's no new bonds made in that process. So dissolving is always physical. Here I have CO2 and H2O, but I'm making O2 and sugar, so that's chemical. Ice turning into liquid water, that's probably not the clear statement, but that's physical change. Cutting is physical, fruit rotting is chemical, and evaporation would be physical. Okay, next we have types of mixtures. Heterogeneous is uneven, homogeneous is even. So Kool-Aid, since you're dissolving, is a homogeneous mixture, as is air. Beef stew or any type of soup would be something that's heterogeneous, just like a mixture of pens in a drawer would be, or sand at the beach. Because depending on your beach and what you grab, it would be unevenly mixed. Elements, that's a single symbol, so that'd be H, C, Fe, and that would be it. The rest of them would be compounds since I have multiple elements bonded together. Mixtures and pure substances, so pool water is a mixture. Whenever I have one element, that's a pure substance, or one compound, it's a pure substance. Whenever I have multiple things mixed together, it's a mixture. A solute is what you put in. Solvents is what you put it into. So salt would be a solute, and water would be a solvent. Coffee would be a solvent, and sugar would be a solute. Compound and mixture. So compounds would be something like SF6, where I have multiple elements, or salt, or it's like NaCl, right? Mixtures would be multiple different things put together. So some properties of matter, like color, shape, hardness, size, and weight, are called physical or chemical properties. Those would be physical because they don't describe how it will react. Mass, volume, and density are all physical properties, and they're easy to identify usually. So 3 basic states of matter, that would be solid, liquid, and gas. Is salt a pure substance? Yes, it's only one compound. Okay, 11, 12, and 13. We have our density triangle, density, mass, and volume. You remember, you cover up whatever variable you're looking for here. So grams would be mass, cubic centimeters would be volume. So density is m over v, which is 13.52 divided by 2.26. That'd be grams over cubic centimeters. Let me pull up my calculator here. And I get 13.52 divided by 2.26, which gives me 5.98 grams per cubic centimeter. Okay, here I have density and I have mass, so I'm solving for volume. So I'd cover up volume here, which would be equal to m over d. So volume is equal to mass over density. So that would be 103 grams divided by 305.05 grams per cubic centimeters. 103 divided by 305.05 is equal to 0.34 cubic centimeters. Here I have density and I have volume. So that means I'm solving for mass, which is density times volume, which is equal to 9.3 grams per cubic centimeter times 6.7 cubic centimeters. So 9.3 times 6.7 gives me 62.31 grams for my mass. You can observe physical properties without changing the identity, but to observe chemical properties, the identity must change. And that's the main idea. 2 chemicals react at a certain temperature, that would be a chemical. Water freezes, that's physical. Tires being black, that's a physical property. And flammable is a chemical property. No definite shape or volume, that's a gas. Definite shape and volume is solid. And in between you have the liquid, which can change shape, but not volume. Particles farthest apart would be gas. True or false, this is a law of conservation of mass problem. If I have 30 grams of sugar and 100 grams of water, they'll make 150. False, 100 plus 30 is equal to 130 grams of a mixture. True or false, when they react, they destroy matter. That would be false, cannot do it. Okay. Diagram shows a container filled with 3 different liquids, A, B, and C. Which is most dense? Most dense means sink. Least dense means float. So most dense would be A, least dense would be C. Okay. Matter has mass, takes up space. As matter changes phase from solid to gas, are the particles going to move faster or slower? They'd be moving faster and spread out. When salt is added to water, the solute is the salt. Ever a homogeneous mixture is a solution. That's true. That's just a vocab thing. And then we have vocabs here. I want to highlight. I'm not going to talk through each of these, but I want to highlight the difference between compound and molecule. So a molecule is when 2 or more atoms share electrons and they're bonded together. But a substance made up of 2 or more different elements is a compound. So the key word here is different elements is going to tell you it's compound. Because you can have a molecule, a compound is something that has different elements, like let's say CO2. But a molecule could be CO2, or it could be something like O2, where it's the same element. Both of those are molecules. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Love you, have a great week, and good luck on the test.